Welcome to Across the Horizon, a bookcast born from memory, melody, and the quiet courage to love beyond endings. Here, each episode is a gentle unfolding of letters never sent, songs that carry prayers, and stories that rise from the soil of longing. This is not just a reading, it's a remembering, a space where the sacred and the personal meet, where grief is not a shadow but a companion, and where hope walks barefoot across the pages. I am Romeo Vital, and these are my reflections, written in the language of release, rooted in the rhythm of grace. Whether you are here to listen, to feel, or simply to rest, may this journey across the horizon bring you closer to what matters most. Chapter 5. When the storm came, Elian fell gravely ill. The diagnosis was cruel, the prognosis worse. He hovered at the edge of life, and Ruvian, helpless but unwavering, became his anchor. He offered everything he had: emotional strength, spiritual comfort, daily prayers. But Elian too fought. He held on. He believed. He let Ruvian walk with him through the valley, never shutting him out. They prayed together, cried together, hoped together. Miraculously, Elian survived, but the sea didn't come. He was sent home to his province, where even basic food was scarce. Still, they stayed connected. Video calls, whispered needs, shared hope. Ruvian sent what he could, gave what he had. Elian received with gratitude, never with entitlement. He kept Ruvian close, not just for help, but for companionship. They were partners in the journey. Ruvian helped him rebuild his new life with confidence and with a sense of purpose. But Elian too gave back. He shared his students' stories, his daily triumphs, his quiet reflections. He poured himself into serving his students, especially those on the margins, staying close to them and offering what little comforts could lift their burdens. He did not spare his energy in giving back to the school, responding to its needs with quiet resolve. Together, he and Ruvian brought in essential resources, modest yet meaningful, to help improve the educational atmosphere and restore dignity to a place that had long been underserved. Elian called Ruvian his stronghold, his peace, and Ruvian called Elian his joy. Elian and Ruvian quietly transformed a forgotten space into a sanctuary of learning and belonging. Through small gatherings, creative workshops, and modest contributions, they cultivate a community rooted in care and dignity. Without seeking recognition, they inspired students to dream, elders to share, and neighbors to rebuild. What they created wasn't just a project, it was a living promise, a space that breathed with hope, presence, and quiet power of love in action. Elian's journey from a struggling student to a devoted teacher became a living testament to resilience, faith, and the power of service. His story was no longer just his own, it became a bridge for others, a light for those still walking through the valley. And Ruvian, quietly beside him, witnessed the unfolding of grace. One quiet evening, trembling and unsure of how he might respond, Elian looked at Ruvian with tears in his eyes and said he loved him so much. Ruvian believed him, not because of grand declarations, but because of the way Elian showed up, sincere, wholehearted, and true. Moved by Elian's vulnerability, Ruvian held his face and told him he accepted his love, but only in the way love should be given, freely, without possession, as God loves. And in turn, he would love Elian the same. Elian's love was not romantic in the conventional sense. It was spiritual, pure, and deeply human. The kind of love that asks for nothing, yet gives everything. A love that heals without claiming, that stays without binding.